In today's video, we're going to explore quality of life, game improvements, and a new feature for clan recruiting coming to Clash of Clans in the September update. What's going on, my Clash of Clans friends? We got some update material. This will be sneak peek 1 for the September update. Let's go and get started with our first topic, hard mode changes. Now, apparently, a lot of players out there that use this feature did not feel that it was challenging enough, and so they're making some changes starting with the hero equipment. Common hero equipment levels will now be capped at level 15 instead of being level 18, which is their maximum level. They're also going to be changing epic hero equipment levels, and that will be capped at level 21 instead of their highest level of 27. Now, with these changes to the hero equipment, they will also be adjusting the hero stats as well. So attacking hero DPS will be changing from 15% reduction down to 5%. The same thing will apply to attacking hero HP, will be changing from 10% reduction to 5%. So they're going to be adjusting or increasing the damage per second and the hit points of the heroes in hard mode. And then the defensive building damage per second will not be changing and will remain plus 5% from the normal version of the game. Now, of course, we need to show an attack that represents the changes here. We got a hard mode set up, and we're going to be using that popular army from the last couple of months, which was Root Riders and Druid and the Apprentice Warden. We do have the epic hero equipments assigned because they did receive nerfs, and we want to see what that might look like. Yeah, I'm just gonna go through and spam this and see how it plays out, because I don't know how often you guys use the hard mode, but I very rarely use it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Why would I want to make it harder when I already suck at the game anyways, right? I'm just kidding. So we got the troops on the outer flanks trying to do a little bit of funneling. Let's go ahead and grab those Root Riders and the Druids and the Warden. We're going to drop the Royal Champion up top as well as the Apprentice Warden. Use the King's ability. There we go. And the Queen is getting wrecked. What happened over there? Oh my gosh, that's not good. Let's go ahead and freeze that single target. Royal Champion does go under invisibility, and here comes the defensive clan castle troops. Let's go ahead and drop the skeleton spell, and it looks like our Root Riders are traveling through the base. Try to shut down these Expos on the opposite side of the base. Yep, we're looking pretty good there. We do have a freeze spell. We could shut down this defensive queen like that. And use the Royal Champion's ability, because we did assign the Haste Vial and the Hog Rider puppets. Looks like we got the single target down there on the bottom, and they're going to work their way through. Warden's working with the troops, and we do have a split on everything. Now let's go ahead and use another overgrowth right here to shut down that town hall. Troops are working through the bottom of the bases, try to keep them on path with the super barbarians, pushing everything up. They did lose a little bit of damage per second in this update, but it looks like they're doing relatively fine as it is, right? They're looking okay. Royal Champions working our way through ahead of all of our Root Riders. Town Hall is about to come back here very, very soon, but we still have a scatter shot. So let's go ahead and use the Warden's ability, which was the healing tome, not the invisibility or the eternal tome. Looks like they're going to take down this Town Hall. We got Root Riders working their way through. So, I mean, everything's looking pretty good. I mean, I'm 3-starring. I think this is a 3-star, actually. So I guess there's nerfs here, but it doesn't really feel like it. But remember, this is a developer build, so this could change upon the release of the update, but that's what everything looks like. The abilities that I used in this one was Giant Gauntlet, the Queen's Frozen Arrow, and Magic Mirror. The nerfed, Raised Gem and Healing Tome, and then the champion had the Hog Rider Puppet and Haste Vial. Now for our quality of life improvement / an increase to the loot economy rewards, or improvements as they're calling them. It says that they would like to reward players more for attacking in multiplayer battles. So in this update, Clash of Clans will be increasing the amount of Dark Elixir rewards you can earn from the league bonus in most leagues. They will also be increasing the percentage of resources that players can loot from storages, which will mean that you'll be able to steal more resources from other players. Of course, this is very welcome, because if we can get more resources from the loot bonus, that means that we would want to be up in Champions and Titans League or Legends League, and that also means that we can steal a lot more resources from the storages themselves when we attack other players. Now, going into our quality of life changes themselves, it looks like we got got tactical overview. You know, when you're out in multiplayer battles and you click a building on a base and it highlights all those buildings, well, that feature will now be applied to the village edit mode. So if you are a base builder, now you can kind of see where all of your buildings are located and their effects, as well as being able to scout villages in Clan Wars. This is actually quite useful because if you're in Clan Wars scouting a base and you click, you know, the Inferno Towers, you want to see where all 3 of the Inferno Towers are located. That's actually a really cool thing and improvement. All puppet equipment will now have a button to see the troop information that will be summoned. So essentially, when it comes to like your Barbarian puppet and your Archer puppet, Hog Rider puppet, you can now click on that and see the stats associated with those troops, as well as the skins that will be used when those summons happen on the battlefield. The war map will now display the donated amount and total capacity of each player's clan castle troops instead of the word donate. So that's actually quite useful to those guys that have to fill all the clan castles in Clan War, right? I've been one of those guys before in the past. The single player and practice tabs will now display your progress on the tab itself. Seasonal obstacles are now bundled by corresponding season in the layout editor inventory. So based on what that reads, it sounds like they're putting like all the Christmas trees or Christmas themed items in one folder, I would assume. I'd have to test that out and see if that actually shows up or not. Which leads us into our newest feature coming to Clash of Clans called Clan Board Notice and Search. This is focused in on clan recruitment, one of the most important parts of this game that has been struggling for many, many years since the removal of global chat in 2019. All right, so let me show you what this is going to look like. We're going to go into our clan castle and we're going to select the clans tab, and you'll notice a new tab on the left that's called Notice Board. Now it looks like there's already some clans here in the developer build that's got their notices up. We got Code Galadon and E-Drag Spammers. Use code BLUE and then fast tracking. And above that, there's going to be an icon that says discover clans from the latest notices. If we select that, it's going to give us some more information. It says find your perfect clan through notices published by clans. Adjust the search options to find the best clan for you. Leaders and co-leaders in clans can create and share their notices here. Each notice is available for 24 hours until the clan gets full. So keep that in mind. If you're already sitting at 50 players in your clan, and a lot of those counts are abandoned or not active any longer, you might need to remove them. Even if they're one of those guys that was with you for 5 or 6 years, 3 years ago, they might need to be removed. That way you can get some clan notices out. And only co-leaders and leaders can create these things, and apparently they only last 24 hours. Now, there is a button on the right that has a clan badge with a little pin in it. That's where we will create, as a leader or co-leader, our clan board notice. Now, up top, it says, note your clan type is set to invite only. Players can still join your clan through the clan notice. Now, this is actually an important note on here that says players can join closed or invite only clans via notices without sending join requests first, as long as they fulfill the clan's entry requirements. So if they meet the trophy count, the town hall level, as well as possibly those little icons that say as what type of player or clan you are, then they should be able to just join your clan. So keep that in mind, that people might just pop up in your clans and you're not really gonna know any better, right? All right, so we can edit this. We can go into the edit clan notice and we could change the background to whatever we want. These are just a few options they have in here that might change over time. They might add more or subtract, who knows? But we're gonna go ahead and claim this little fire background because it looks kind of cool. And we have the option to use either our clan description, which, can be just a standard line that a lot of you guys already have, or you can write a notice message, and I put a different one in here saying, please join my clan because we're awesome. But I like the one that says I will give you co-leader because that's more accurate, right? Now, after those have been changed, we can apply, and then we can also go into the tab below it that says edit clan settings, to where we can go in and adjust our trophy count, what clan type it is, war frequency, etc., to try to reel in the players that we're looking for. Now, there are some other notes here about this feature. It says players looking for clans will be presented with notices from the clans that fit them the best, including criteria area of other clan members' activity and other various aspects that the game will take into consideration automatically. All right, so let's go ahead and back out of this. We're gonna go ahead and save that because our clan labels are what we want with Clan Wars, Clan War Leagues, and we're kind of relaxed. We don't really want to take this game too serious. And we're gonna go ahead and publish that and then explore what it looks like to look for another clan. So there is an option to unpublish it as well. So hopefully you and your co-leaders are on board and not, you know, disputing or whatever, to where they can go in and, you know, remove the clan board request or whatever. That would kind of suck. But let's go back into my clan. And can we search options? So this is the same thing that you should have already in the game, where you can kind of do a little bit of a detailed search on the type of clans that you're searching for, you know, 1 to 50 members, trophy count. Let's say that we want something along the lines of players that are up in the Titans or the Champions and Titans League range. And then, you know, if you care about builder base, you can also adjust that. You can also do the minimum clan level. We're looking for like all Town Hall 15s or something like that. And then let's say that we want Clan Wars and their trophy pushing clan, and see if anybody comes up. Nobody comes up, but the game is actually searching for clans that have filled out. So the clan labels themselves are probably really important even in this new feature. You can actually click refresh and see if it's not going to do it. It's got 10 seconds and then you click refresh. I don't know if this is going to be the case in the live version of the game when this update is released. However, this is what it looks like. So keep in mind that your information in the clan settings is going to be very important for finding new players in the game. I'm not saying that this is going to 100% replace what we have in our Discord server, which is like these really lengthy, drawn out information messages that are posted by players that are looking for players to join their alliances and all their big clans and all this other stuff, but it's a step in the right direction. This is actually something that we discussed last week in testing, that I kind of wanted to see a little bit more information for this new feature, but I'm not really sure if that's going to be the case or not. But let us know down in the comments below how you feel about these changes, and share your feedback.